This one is directed to anyone who's doing research using qualitative methods, especially to those interested in participatory methods. This is me blogging a little bit about my research process. So I visited a group of researchers about 2 months ago to introduce myself and to present the idea that I had, that I want to study them. They are doing research that aims at transforming the societal structure of agricultural communities in Latin America. I want to know how they're meeting that big challenge. So I approached them and my idea is this. I want to understand you because you exemplify how science is changing, how it is changing to become more societally relevant, how it is changing to become more capable of changing positively our very dysfunctional socio-ecological systems. And to understand you, I want to know your history. I want to tell your story. You know what? Even better. I want to do it along with you. Will you be interested in working together to tell your story? Now, as any group of professional researchers will have thought, they thought that there were some problems with my project. Mainly that it was quite ambiguous. Which are your precise methods? What is your framework? But the problem is, how can I set up proper methods, very precise methods, for the study of a social group if what I want is for the people in that group to participate in the process of research from the start? And that opens up a big challenge when it comes to the sociological study of science. Researchers are as busy as it gets. How could anyone make participatory research with scientists if that's the case? If they're so busy, they don't have the time. Which leads to one of the big problems of participatory research more broadly. You are asking for the labor of your participants. What do you give back? Well, my idea was I give you back a picture of you. And I try to do my best to put it into a database that you can easily build upon. I facilitate for you self-knowledge for the purpose of self-reflection, for the purpose of improvement. But that leads to another sad problem, that nowadays research is mostly done in a project-based manner. The history of this group is brief, just as long as the research grants stipulate. If that's the case, what will they do with this little picture of you that I will provide them? So yeah, I had to change my plans. I had to come up with very well-defined methods and a framework. My newer plan, nonetheless, still received some strange looks. And this made me feel very self-conscious about my project. It made me doubt myself. It made me feel a little depressed. Although they were very nice, they did not reject my project or anything like that. Finally, actually, they accepted it, although with some weird looks. I feel a little bit better now, but what is the lesson here? Well, I think that the lesson is that if you want to do meaningful qualitative research, the goal is almost always exploration. So, very different from other types of research, what you can determine in advance is very little. You try to predetermine your subject too much, and you will choke it. You will ignore the things that bring new observations, that allow discovery. You try to control your subject too much, and you will only find things that you already knew. You will do this typical thing a lot of sociologists do, where they can only conclude things that were already pretty obvious. But nonetheless, engaging in this process of exploration and discovery, trying to figure out the path while moving through it, it can be very emotionally challenging. I, with my project, can only hope that the process will bring some fruitful results at the end, although I'm working very hard to make that happen. It is a sort of art, one of organizing the chaos of information. Give me just 1 minute.